Today's special, your most popular today's special of the year, the world's finest CoQ10. We look forward to this day, certainly annually. Andrew, first thing I noticed, I love the new packaging on here.
Well, we're redesigning our packaging and redesigning our logo. So this is sort of a sneak peek at that new design. We're trying to make it cleaner, simpler, more elegant, more modern. So that's the same wonderful product, just a slightly different look on the package.
Yeah.
And CoQ10, it's funny, today someone at the gym asked me about CoQ10, and because as if it was some new, exciting energy ingredient. And yes, it's new and exciting, but my first product that contained CoQ10, I produced in 1984.
Oh my gosh.
So that's 35 years ago.
Right.
So there is no one who has more experience putting CoQ10 into a nutritional supplement than we do. And that's why our product isn't only CoQ10. Because if you understand the chemistry of how CoQ10 goes to work in your body, how your body makes its own CoQ10, and what the limitations are, then you make sure you deliver CoQ10 with the other B-complex vitamins. And again, as I was talking about before, the proper form of B12. I'd say the perfect form of B12 because we simply mirror the natural coenzyme form in your body. Most supplements contain a form that is synthetic, that is not the form in your body, and actually has a small trace amounts of cyanide contained in it, which is a poison. Right. So that's not the form of B12 we would use. So also, you don't hear us talk about a separate vitamin C very often because effectively when you get my most popular product, CoQ10, you get a separate vitamin C for free.
Right.
And also, you don't see me often speaking about vitamin D separately because if you get my CoQ10 today, you choose whether you just get the CoQ10, as we've always had it, or you get free 1,000 IU of vitamin D3 or free 2,000 IU of vitamin D3. You don't pay a penny extra for the vitamin D. It's all the same price, whether it's CoQ on its own or with the extra vitamin D. So it's truly the best value that we ever have, and indications are that the price of CoQ10, we've made it unbelievably affordable, might go up dramatically next year.
Wow.
We're hoping not. So this might be the last opportunity to buy high-potency CoQ10 for pennies a day.
Well, let's look at that pricing, because again, and we already have 1,000 people placing orders. We're about to hit, in fact, we have now surpassed 3,000 spoken for. This is the best pricing of the year. Let's take a quick look, and it kind of is startling to see, because it's the world's finest CoQ10 for the quality of the ingredients, and we'll talk more about it with, by the way, 3,300 perfect 5-star reviews. I'm gonna go straight down to here. Based on what Andrew just said, I would stock up with as much as possible. 600 capsules is normally $400 for the best in the world. If you buy it right now, it's more than way more than 50% off at $169.90. So let's look at that. Normally, you know, you'd be struggling to buy the 200 capsules for about that price. You're getting 3 times as much at 600 capsules for $169.90. It saves you a massive $230. You are saving more than you're spending. You should get, I mean, the pricing, Andrew, is very compelling.
Oh, it's beyond compelling if you also consider every single one of those 600 capsules doesn't just contain the world's finest natural CoQ10, not at 30 milligrams, 20 or 60 milligrams as you'd often see, not at 100 milligrams, but 200 milligrams, not per 3 or 4 capsules, 200 milligrams per capsule.
Right.
Then each capsule also contains a full B-complex, including our most advanced natural B12. Then every single one of those capsules, you're betting, let's say we just use the 600 size as an example, you're getting 600 doses, 600 capsules that contain 1,000 or 2,000 IU of vitamin D3, your choice. And each one of those 600 capsules also contains 300 milligrams of the world's most mild natural vitamin C. So you could look at the value of vitamin C for 600 capsules, 1 capsule a day. That's a year and 8 months.
And so we're seeing that, Andrew. I'm showing everybody the chart right now on the screen, and it's amazing.
So you get a year and 8 months of vitamin D, or vitamin C, or full B-complex, B12, let alone CoQ10, which in the past, 200 milligrams of CoQ10 would be more than $2 a capsule.
Right.
So a 600 capsule supply, if you went back 30 years, would be the equivalent of $1,200. Wow. That's why one of the best accomplishments that's happened in terms of dietary supplements in the last 3 decades is that CoQ10 went from being an outrageously expensive ingredient to being a truly economical ingredient. To think that with each of these capsules, and you're talking about pennies a capsule, you're not just getting CoQ10, you're also getting the full B-complex with our special B12. You're also getting a full vitamin C, separate vitamin C, and a separate vitamin D. So if CoQ10 isn't inspiring enough, and it is, to me, the most inspiring single ingredient that someone could put in a supplement product, we also add the most important separate vitamins to supplement, vitamin D and B12, which are the most commonly deficient vitamins out there, and vitamin C, which has a close relationship with CoQ10. That's why it's in the product. But you get all of those. I try to make it too good to say no to, too good an opportunity for your health, not just in one way, but a dozen ways.
Well, Andrew, and right now we have close to 1,600 people placing orders. We're extremely busy. The 600 capsules count is the most popular. I just want to kind of go back to everything you just said to kind of sum up. There are many of us, Andrew, that have taken your CoQ10 for several years. You've been doing it 35 years. There's a huge amount of people who buy their CoQ10, that religiously go to the big box store and they'll buy a whole load of CoQ10. What is the number one difference between what perhaps folks are buying compared to yours? Is it simply the fact that there's so many more ingredients in there? Is it the way it's made? Is it the source of CoQ10?
It's source, it's purity, it's quality. There are a multitude. It wasn't this way in the past.
Okay.
There are now a multitude of sources of CoQ10, but we are so rigorous and so religious in how we approach the quality of our CoQ10.
Right.
And also, most products, as great as CoQ10 is, it's like as great as any individual person might be. Right. You really can't accomplish anything in life entirely on your own. So when it comes to CoQ10, almost because it is so important, it has relationships to so many different systems and functions in our body that it's inadequate to just put CoQ10 on its own in a product, since most people consuming it are already insufficient or deficient in other ingredients. Right. So again, the other difference is that with those other CoQ10 products, all you're getting is CoQ10 and a whole bunch of additives. With my product, you're getting the purest CoQ10, and you're getting it with a whole bunch of important cofactors that ensure that CoQ10 doesn't just work well, but it works its very best, which is, again, why if you look at the reviews on this product, there's over 3,000 five-star reviews, that it's rated something like 4.6 or 4.7 stars, that over 95% of the reviews are positive reviews. That's not an accident. That's the direct result of a very carefully put together formula. That's the result of 35 years of very hard work on our part, not just in formulating, but in listening to feedback and constantly improving the product.
And perhaps if you look at it this way, for anybody watching at home, in HSN's 43-year history, Andrew Lessman is our most popular brand of all time. And in Andrew's brand, this is the most popular product of all time. Also, Andrew's products are the most well-reviewed of all time, with over, as you can see, 3,000 five-star reviews. I'm wrapping it up, but just real fast so everybody can see. That 600 caps is flying. Normally $400 for the finest source of CoQ10 in the world. You're getting it for $169 and change. You save $230. I got to head over this way. Andrew, our final sneak peek is of our other today's special. It's Choco Nouveau. It's our favorite